Husband said he didn't want to deal with a disabled person after I got into an accident. He packed his things and left for a younger mistress while I was learning to walk again. After what I did, he texted me saying he regrets it. 6 months ago, I got into a car accident. Some drunk idiot ran a red light and T-boned my car. I don't remember much about the accident itself, just the rain, headlights, and then waking up in the hospital. Multiple fractures in my right leg, messed up right arm, the works. Doctors said I'd need months of physical therapy, and they weren't sure about full recovery of my right hand. My husband Roman seemed okay at first. Visited daily for the first week, brought me those $5 grocery store flowers I always liked better than fancy bouquets, sat with me while doctors explained treatment plans. But looking back, I should have noticed something was off. He'd always leave the room during physical therapy, would get important calls whenever the doctor started discussing long-term recovery plans. The changes were subtle at first, his visits got shorter. He'd show up later, leave earlier, always on his phone. I figured he was just stressed. We both were. Then one day, while I was struggling to grip a stress ball during PT, try picking up a damn pencil when your fingers won't cooperate. It's frustrating as hell. I heard him mutter under his breath, I didn't sign up to deal with a disabled person. I thought I'd misheard. Asked him to repeat it. Instead of denying it or apologizing, he just snapped. Said he couldn't do this anymore, that this wasn't the life he wanted. That watching me struggle was too hard for him. Yeah, too hard for him. He packed up the few things he'd brought to the hospital that evening, then dropped the real bomb. He'd been seeing someone else, Valentina. They connected a few months before my accident. My accident had made him realize life was too short or some bullshit like that. While I was learning how to walk again, he moved in with her. It had our joint account first. $6,400 we'd been saving for car repairs and a vacation. Not a fortune, but it hurt. Here's where karma kicked in. No elaborate revenge needed. Reality hit them both pretty hard. See, Roman had been playing sugar daddy with money we didn't have. Maxed out credit cards taking her to fancy restaurants. Bought designer clothes trying to keep up with her Instagram lifestyle. He'd even told her he owned his condo. He did not. Meanwhile, I moved in with my sister Madeline. The first week, I couldn't even go to the bathroom by myself. Try wiping with your non-dominant hand while keeping balance on one leg. It's a nightmare. Madeline had to help me shower, had to wash my hair for me because I couldn't lift my right arm high enough. I'm 32 years old, and my little sister had to help me put on my underwear. She never complained, but I cried every time. The medical bills were another nightmare. Even with insurance, the copays for physical therapy 3 times a week were killing me. Madeline helped where she could, but she's a teacher. It's not like she's rolling in money. I had to dip into what little savings I had left after Roman cleaned out our joint account. Every time I opened another bill, I thought about how he was probably spending money on fancy dates with Valentina while I was choosing between physical therapy and new compression garments for my leg. Last week, the text started, I miss you, made a huge mistake. Can we talk? Vale doesn't understand me like you do. From mutual friends, I heard the real story. Valentina got tired of his temporary financial difficulties. Red, credit card debt catching up. They're fighting constantly because she wants to keep up appearances on social media, but he can't afford it anymore. His drinking has gotten worse. He's about to get evicted because he's 3 months behind on rent. Yesterday, he showed up at my sister's place, unshaven, same clothes he wore in his last Facebook post 2 weeks ago. Started crying about how sorry he was, how he'd made the biggest mistake of his life. I let him talk. Then I said, you know what your biggest mistake was? The joint account. I've got all the bank statements showing you cleared it out. I've got screenshots of all your social media posts about your amazing new life dated from when I was still in the hospital. My lawyer says hi, by the way. The look on his face was priceless. I'd already filed for divorce, had everything documented. The account withdrawal, the affair timeline, everything. No dramatic revenge schemes needed. Just good old-fashioned paperwork. You can keep the money from the joint account, I told him. Consider it the price of showing me who you really are before we wasted any more time together. Then I shut the door in his face with my left hand, because that's the one that works better now. I just found out the drunk driver who hit me had excellent insurance. Settlement came through last week. It won't fix my hand, but it's enough to start fresh. Roman keeps texting, says he's changed, says Valentina was a mistake, says he wants to make things right.